This is DRF Race of the Day. Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the DRF Race of the Day for Monday, January the 17th. Graded stakes action at Santa Anita. Here's the field for the Astra. Fillies and mares going 1.5 miles. And Mike, I saw the little face you made when I mentioned graded stake. Yes, it's only 5. And yes, Neige Blanche is 1 to 9. But sometimes you got to give what they take you. They got to take what they give you.
I guess you do. I mean, we'll see what happens. Obviously, you don't just, want to concede races to horses at really short prices, but do we really just have to go through the motions here? I mean, how are they supposed to beat this horse?
It's going to be very, very tough to beat her. I'm surprised how the Timeform US pace projector doesn't have Neige Blanche out on the lead. Froze, who's stretching out in distance, is going to be up in front with Neige Blanche in 4th. Neige Blanche can make the front. She did so last time out when she won the red carpet, a graded stakes race. And I would just send her.
I would too, especially at the price she's going to be. We'll see how they decide to play it. I don't think you want to get too cute with her in here, Dan. I mean, obviously she won this race, or she won a graded stakes race last year from off the pace. So you know that she can do that if she has to, but I'd be surprised if they started playing games with her in here.
Let's watch her most recent effort. That's the red carpet at Del Mar in the end of November. She got a really nice ride on the lead. It looks like she's in trouble here. Turning into the stretch. That's a nice mare on the outside coming after her. Neige Blanche is just going to dig and fight and fight and fight. And Neige Blanche is going to win with a 91 Beyer speed figure, with the runner-up Luck coming back to win the grade 3 Frankel with a 95 Beyer. So this horse is just in very good form. She just outclasses her opposition on paper.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, right. They don't run the races on paper, obviously, but she towers over this field. She's a multiple graded stakes winner already. She's got all the fast races in here. She's not supposed to be compromised by pace in any way in here. I don't know, Dan. I'm going to be very, very surprised if she loses.
A disappearing act, the number 2. I guess there are some angles here. She's making her second start since the summer vacation, and the third place finisher of her most recent race at Del Mar did come back to win, albeit on dirt. That was the American Oak. She did so with a 95 Beyer speed figure. She's reunited with Flavien Prat, who was aboard for both prior victories. She has tactical speed. My one issue is she's had good trips in the past, and she's failed to parlay them into victories.
Yeah, I think that's true. And, it's not like she's so lightly raced that you're going to sit here and project, a great amount of improvement for her now as she turns 5. But maybe she'll take a step forward here. I didn't like her last race all that much. I realized it was off of a layoff. She tried really hard in there with a good trip and just, really wasn't close to good enough as far as I could tell. She does have a win at 1.25 miles last March. She ran fine that day with a really good trip. So, I guess the distance isn't a big issue for her, but how good is she really?
Froze is up next, eligible for a non-winners of 2 life. Blinkers are off. We do have a formulator fact for these connections. Past 300 days on the turf, 20% winners, a $3.12 ROI. That would ROI certainly be bolstered if this horse pulls off an upset. She just looks overmatched on paper. I think she is a little bit better, though, than she looks. I thought her last race, kind of an even performance, while in between in the first half mile or so. They're hoping the distance is going to be a great equalizer. I wish she had more stamina on the bottom of her pedigree.
Yeah, I do too. They tried the 9 furlongs with her a couple of times and it didn't work out. Now they're going to go even longer. We'll see, Dan. I mean, I don't know. She doesn't have a race on paper that suggests that she can win here. I wonder if Gutierrez just tries to, sort of take the bull by the horns here maybe and put her on the lead.
That's what Timeform US projects. I don't think it would be a bad strategy at all. Her win came when she was really close to the pace. Reiwa is up next. This horse tried Stakes Company, albeit over the Tapeta at Golden Gate last time out. I just think she's better on turf. Her record seems to indicate it. 4 for 8 on the weeds, 0 for 9 on synthetic. And one of the also-rans from that last race on synthetic did come back to run second in the grade 3 Las Ciénegas on turf with a 91 Beyer. I just wonder if she's plateaued at that sort of high 70s Beyer mark, and that's just not going to do it.
Right. Yeah. Another horse it's just hard to project that much improvement for her at this point. She has those back-to-back wins at Golden Gate, 2 and 3 back. I mean, and she did fine to win both those races from off the pace, Dan, but she beat the same exact field both times by narrow margins. Not only the second and third finishers, exactly the same order, but all the also-rans were all the same horses.
Scherzo, conversely, might be slightly better on synthetic than on turf. Let's watch her last race. It was a synthetic 1 mile race, and she had a lot of things going her way. They went 22-2 for the opening quarter of this 2-turn mile. That's fast on the synthetic surface. Scherzo was last early and is going to be able to wear these horses down with a 70 buyer. Hey, game performance, going to have to do a lot better.
Yeah, just going to have to, take a huge step forward in here. According to the morning line, if you decide that she is going to do a lot better, you're only going to get 6-1. That seems like bad value.
Well, let's take a look at our top pick. I think I know where you're going. In the grade 3 Astra Stakes, you're going to go with the 1 Neige Blanche. She's the horse to beat. Maybe froze, Mike. She's going to be 30-1. She was 68-1 in that allowance race. I'm hoping Time Form US is right and she can get to the front, but boy, it would only be a token wager.
Yeah, I mean, anybody who's going to, bet against this favorite, I'll just wish you luck, I guess. I just couldn't see, I couldn't really see any real reason to pick against her.
Neige Blanche, way the horse to beat. She's going to be bet like it in the Monday race of the day, the grade 3 Astra. 1, 2, 4, 3 for Mike, 3, 1, 2, 5 for me. Best of luck.